18 هدفا في 46 كرة لمصلحة منتخب البوسنة. لازال يبحث عن الحل، هو يسيطر على الكرة، هو يحافظ عليها، وهذه كرة وهدف هدف 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 أول في المباراة يطلبها. شوف كيف طلبها اللاعب زفيزدان ميسيموفيتش، هذه المرة بسهولة، لم تكون تحتاج منه الكرة فلسفة كبيرة أو قوة في التسديد، بل بلمسة فنية رائعة يخادع من خلال الحارس بيتر جال، يضع الكرة في الزاوية اليمنى التي من المفروض تكون أسهل لحراس المرمى، لكن لم يتمكن منها بيتر جال. شوف هذه الانطلاقة وهذه التوزيعة المثالية الرائعة التي كانت من اللاعب سياد وبيانيتش يمر، بيانيتش وماسيموفيتش، كرة مثالية لهدف ثاني، وهدف ثاني، نعم هدف ثاني ممتاز جدا بلمسة فنية. هنا تحضر انهيار زفيزدان ميسيموفيتش. شوف لمسة ثنائية 1-2 مع بيانيتش، ثم تهيأت إلى إبيسوفيتش يتركها إلى الأكثر لكسب أول نقاط 3. سيموفيتش ورأسية وهدف ثالث، رأسية وهدف ثالث رائع من إبيسوفيتش، يتمكن والله رائع اليوم ماسيموفيتش بين الجانبين ولمصلحة ليختنشتاين، توزيعة مثالية بالمسطرة. كرة من جديد لمصلحة منتخب البوسنة، وهدف رابع، هدف رابع إبيسوفيتش بثنائية والآخر بلمس. هنا الاستقبال، هنا التوزيعة، فيدات إبيسوفيتش يبصم على هدف رابع لمنتخب البوسنة في مهرجان واحتفالية. إمارة، هذه كرة ومحاولة من ميسيموفيتش والهاتريك، لكن يأتي تزيكو، ليس ميسيموفيتش هو تزيك سدا وأهدافا. هذه الكرة تهيأت إلى تزيكو، يستلمها بمهارة، يمر بها داخل منطقة الجزاء، يسد. وعلى القائد ستوكلازا مدافع ليختنشتاين، حاول هذا المنتخب في تباطؤ من مدافعي ولاعب وسط ميدان منتخب ليختنشتاين والبوسنة، وهدف هدف. شوف هذه اللمسة، إن كان على اليد فهي غير محتسبة، ذلك يلحق على الكرة بالعقب من الركن. ميسيموفيتش وكرة وهدف 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 سادس، هدف سادس لمنتخب يمضي هدفين كذلك، ثم يأتي الدور على اللاعب تزيك مدافع ليختنشتاين. زمايروفيتش اعتقد 3 تغييرات دفعة واحدة من جانب منتخب البوسنة. لمسة جميلة جدا إلى إبيسوفيتش، إبيسوفيتش والهاتريك، إبيسوفيتش وتزيكو والذي يسجل الهاتريك. إذا إبيسوفيتش لم يكن أناني من إبيسوفيتش، بل كانت المهارة هي منه لما رفع هذه الكرة فوق دفاع ليختنشتاين ومر بها إبيسوفيتش، وإبيسوفيتش تمهل قليلا وانتظر إذن تزيكو ليلعب له هذه الكرة الثنائية ويهيئها له على طبق، يبصم على الهاتريك في هذا الشوط، ولا زال مستبسلا في المباراة جائعا من الأهداف. وإبيسوفيتش رائع رائع يا فنان، هو شوف صبر في الكرة الأولى التي كان من المفروض أن يسجل فيها الهات، استلمها بامتياز وبمهارة ومر بها ومر بها وراوغ بشكل رائع الحارس الفوسفوري المغلوب على أمر بيتر جال، وسجل من دون هوادة الهاتريك إبيسوفيتش. إذن فيدات إبيسوفيتش وإيدين تزيكو يعبثان بدفاعة ليختنشتاين ويبصمان على ثلاثية.
In Group G, no one made a more impressive start to their campaign than Bosnia, who hit Liechtenstein for 8 last Friday. So this would have been a bit of a shock, just 4 minutes into their first home tie of the campaign in Zenica, and they trailed to a goal from Latvia, from the skipper, Kaspars Gorks, cropping up at the back post when the corner was swung in, headed on by Rytas Kralkis, and Gorks turned it in. It didn't take too long for Bosnia to get back on terms, and Kralkis, who played the part in that goal, was the villain this time. Another clumsy challenge on Edin Dzeko, But still looks a rather soft penalty. Zmajevo going down. Pointed to the spot, the referee, and Zvezdan Zmajevi did the rest. He'd scored twice in that big win on Friday, and he was off and running again with the penalty sending the keeper the wrong way. And Sefet Susic's side were back on terms inside 12 minutes. That's the way it stayed until shortly before half-time, when they were able to extend their lead. Zmajevo with the run into the box, pulling it back, eventually controlled and finished by Miralem Pjanic for 2-1. Exuberant scenes in Zenica, a big crowd, and they believe that their team can have an impact in this campaign, and they've certainly started brightly enough. And now they had the lead at half-time. That proved the end of Latvia's resistance, really. They struggled to create too many meaningful chances themselves in the second half. They fell further behind inside the first 10 minutes of this second period. Pjanic doing well, winning the ball and turning it across for Zmajevi to add his second of the night and fourth of the campaign so far. The defending looking a little sluggish, and Zmajevi took full advantage. And it wasn't going to get any better for the Latvians, who'd led in their first game at home to Greece, only to concede twice and lose. This is deep in stoppage time. The Bosnians making absolutely certain some very, very poor Latvian defending, and Zmajevo turned it in. Bosnia have never won the first two games of a qualifying campaign, but they have now, and they've scored 12 goals in the process. They look pretty impressive. A 4-1 win tonight.
Moving into Group G then, in Piraeus. Both these sides coming in with 100% records, and what a chance spurned by Greece inside the first 5 minutes. Georgios Samaras did all the hard work, put one on a plate for Fanis Gekas, who inexplicably hit the post with the goal gaping. Bosnians tried to fight back. Salihovic's free kick, eventually saved by Karnizis, made it rather more difficult than it needed to be. It's a good spell though from the Bosnians. Zmajevi was the next man to have an opportunity. Knocked off the line. Greeks living dangerously at this point. One in Latvia, and then at home to Lithuania. And still in the first half, and it was the Greeks who came close here. Vasilios Torosidis hitting the bar. He's got an excellent scoring record for a defender. 7 goals in just over half a century of internationals. And then 5 minutes before the break, the Bosnians threatened again. It was end-to-end stuff. Lulic this time with the attempt. Decent goalkeeping from Karnizis, who grabbed it at the second attempt. Greece had won 4 of the previous 5 meetings between the sides, but there was just nothing in this contest, and in truth, the second half rather fizzled out. Best opportunity came for Greece when substitute Dimitris Salpingidis went clear, onside, on target, but an excellent stop from Asmir Begovic. 6'5", he's a big man to get down like that so quickly. Disappointment more for the Greeks and the Bosnians, who no doubt will be very happy to take a share of the spoil. Versus Lithuania in Group G, this in Zenica, the 5th meeting between the nations. Lithuania's 1 win over Bosnia came in their first meeting back in 1998, but it was all Bosnia tonight, and they were ahead before the half hour. Miralem Pjanic playing in Vedad Ivasevic, and a 14th international goal for the Stuttgart striker, and taken with real authority. Bosnia won their first 2 games 8-1 and 4-1. They seem full of goals in this campaign, and they got another one just 8 minutes later. Really calmly taken by Edin Dzeko. His 26th international strike, and he hasn't yet played a half-century of internationals. The Manchester City man dispatching with ease to double the advantage, and it was 3-0 before the break. Dzeko didn't score this one, but he was instrumental in making it. This is just classic centre-forwards hold-up play, and then a perfect little cross dispatched by Pjanic. The Roma midfielder doing the easy bit really, after the Manchester City man had done most of the hard work. Bosnia 81 places ahead of Lithuania on the FIFA rankings, and on this showing it looked like it. Great work from Dzeko. It effectively rendered the second half largely irrelevant. Lithuania managed to hold on at 3-0. They actually had a chance a couple of minutes from the end through Davidas Cernas. A decent save from the Latvian keeper Karsa. But a comfortable victory for the Bosnians by 3-0 in Zenica.
Drama expected here in Bosnia as Group G's top two go head-to-head in an intriguing battle. Any doubts that Bosnia are a force to be reckoned with these days should be dismissed up front. 15 goals they've scored so far in the campaign, only equalled by Germany, and bettered by nobody. Bosnia, though, have never beaten Greece in 6 meetings, during which they'd scored only 2 goals. Is it going to be any different here? Ranjis with a great chance on just 6 minutes. In a first half which will be utterly dominated by Bosnia. Next up, in Dzeko bending one in. Zmajevi was missing tonight. Pjanic had the remnants of a sore ankle. The Greeks were without Spiropoulos and Papadopoulos, are both out injured. And then the first free kick of the night in an advantageous position here on 29 minutes. Teed up nicely and turned in for goal number 1 for Edin Dzeko. 27th international goal. He's had a decent enough season with Manchester City. Rumoured to be the player that is going to be replacing the departing Lewandowski at Borussia Dortmund. And another player based in Bundesliga would bang in a second, and it would come from a penalty kick. Zavaras fouls Muzja, and then watch the save, great save, but Ibisevic kept his head and it rolled in. He gets the final touch. Zmajevi, the man that missed it. 16th goal on his 45th cap tonight, on his best season since 2009-10. That move to VfB Stuttgart this season really has awoken his career yet again. Jersey shooting from outside the area. That was the best chance Greece had in the first half. And so then at half-time it was 2-0. That's Bosnia led into the second half, and the 2 became 3 when Dzeko on 53 minutes got his second. It's been a good week, celebrated his birthday, and the goals are flowing still. And Bosnia now at 18 goals in this qualifying campaign. Well, they've been so dreadfully unlucky. Lost to Portugal in the playoffs for the last 2 major competitions. They're desperate not to have to go through it again. Chance there for Stevanovic. That was 2 minutes before the end of time. A bang on 90 minutes. Player that's been a sterling servant to Greece down the years. Gekas. Always had a habit of being in the right place at the right time. Well, that was literally the last kick of the game here, and this is a big, big win. Enables daylight between these 2 nations now. Last qualifiers in the group to June the 7th. Bosnia go to Latvia. Greece will then go to Lithuania. And smiles all round. A hugely deserved victory for Susic's team here. Fernando Santos really has his work cut out for him now with the Greeks as the team's closing behind.
Group G action in Riga, Latvia versus Bosnia. Bosnia, of course, thumped Latvia 4-1 in the reverse fixture back in September. They were heavy favourites to do something similar to Latvia in Riga, and they were very close to opening the scoring after just 3 and a bit minutes. Shot fired over by Dzeko in the end. And then potentially the turning point in the early exchanges, a sending off, a horror challenge. It was the Skonto Riga man, Alexander Furtovs, who was sent off. for an awful-looking studs-up challenge on Elvir Ramic. Straight red, no question, and Bosnia presented with a real opportunity. It was Edin Dzeko, though, that fired over once again. And then Pjanic with a free kick as Bosnia looked for that all-important first goal in the first half. The opening 16-17 minutes or so saw them in control, but they had to wait until the second half to break the deadlock. Bosnia taking the lead 3 minutes into the second period. Senad Lulic with the goal, the Lazio midfielder. First international strike, he'd been in good goal-scoring form for his club, netting the winner in the Coppa Italia against Roma. And he gave Bosnia the first goal of the game. Just 5 minutes later, Bosnia made it 2-0. Vedad Ibisevic with his 17th for his country and his 46th international. Scored 15 Bundesliga goals this season for Stuttgart. And he managed to double the advantage to put them in complete control with a smart header. Got even better 10 minutes later, arguably pick of the goals of the evening. Haris Mendujanin with this fantastic hit from outside the penalty area. 5th goal for the national side. Played his club football on loan in Turkey at Gaziantepspor last campaign. Been in and out of the national side and may well be in for the next game, given the quality of this strike. Latvia had played 4 away games since their last fixture in Riga. Lost 2, drew the other 2 on their travels. But on home territory here, there were no match for Bosnia. And Latvia conceded a 4th in the 80th minute. Miralem Pjanic, who we saw go close in the first half, deservedly on the score sheet. Several near misses, in fact, over the course of the game. He made it 4 and really wrapped things up with another good strike from just inside the box. And a Bosnian win, of course, is never complete without a goal from Edin Dzeko. The Manchester City striker did manage to get his name on the score sheet. His 8th in qualifying, and a 5th, of course, for the visitors with 7 minutes to play. Easy for Safet Susic's side, who remain in pole position to top the section. 5-0 on the night.
Evo formacije 4-4-2 sa dvojicom super talentovanih fudbaler Napolija, Weiss i Nemec. Nemec će biti najistorijenije, ne Šestak, to je ta zamisao koju je bar pokušavića. Misimović se odlučio na šut i neka je otišla lopta kraj gola, ali treba priprijetiti. Tance u 15. minuti, Zvezdan Misimović, naš rekord. Imamo 3 fenomenalna izvođača slobodnih udaraca. Samo nam još treba neki faul. Palena Misimović, u zoni šuta, Misimović! Ništa. Ostaje 0-0. Samo nastavi niske, ući će. Sve bliže Zvezdan Misimović. Pjanić na drugu stativu. Dobra lopta! Ništa! Šteta! Bičačić. Do sada najopasnija situacija. 26. minut. Nemeca, odlična lopta. Nemec, velika šansa. Nema šta. Odlična prilika. Objegao je Nemec. Škucka ulazi kazneni prostor. Škucka! Brani Begović. I ovo je bilo opasno. Još Pjanić! Jo! Šteta! Dzeko! Ništa! Korner je! Ne djeluje baš siguran. Muka, možda je čak lopta nekoga dirala na putu prema golu. Nije uspio Dzeko da ovo prebaci preko. Ide i Pečovski u kaznenom prostoru. Sjajni Spahić. Tim izveo 5 udaraca iz ugla. Start i Bičačića, ali i tog sjaj. To dobar Lulić! Jo, ništa! Kakva prilika! Ostaje 0-0. Idemo dalje. Još jednom gledamo akciju Lulića. Prevario je tu Šestaka. Ta oštra lopta nije. Ipak Misimović. Povratna lopta. Divna akcija. Janić je šutirao. ali preko gola. Ovo je moglo biti opasno. Misimović, pao je Višević, Misimović šutira preko gola u kontaktu sa, gledamo šut Misimovića visoko preko gola. Odličan udarac Pečovskog, sjajna intervencija Regovića u prostoru. Vajs, nezgodna lopta, Džeko, za kratko kucka, evo udarca, nezgodan šut, 1:0. Pečovski, 77. minut. 0:1. Džeko je izbacio, potpuno sam, tu je bio Pečovski, nezgodna lopta, da li je dirao tu i Đurica? Možda čak jeste. Još jednom gledamo, ne, Spahić.
Misimović, dobro odigrao, Džeko, opalio je dijamant i brani muka, da li je moguće? Prvo Misimović, što vidite na usporenom snimku, brani muha i posle toga Džeko, 2 sicera za naš tim. Krenuli smo mirno, polako, ista nikad ne komentariše suđenje, ali ovo je baš moglo da nas košta. Ne, offside. Ostaje 0:0, zalud radovanje Slovaka. Ipak offside. Ovo je bilo klađenje. Sada smo mi imali sreće. Adam Nemec propušta najveću priliku za Slovake. Hamšik je centrirao i pogledajte. Već je Begović bio savladan. Što kažu u Bosni i Hercegovini, sad su nas vile pronosali. Džeko, pada Edin, ništa. Evo sada smiruje četvrti sudija piplicu dole. Da vidimo na usporenom snimku. Nema. Pa Hamšik i 1:0 za Slovake, Hamšik. Neverovatno. Lulić je izgubio loptu na svojoj polovini i Marek Hamšik postiže gol. Prejeftino. Pogledajte, 5 naših igrača. Evo momenta. Kada Nemec daje loptu Hamšiku, tu je Medunjanin, tamo vidite Lulića, još su tu bila 3. Druga velika šansa nakon centar šuta Mujiće. Pjanić. Šteta. 3. Lulić. Pa da li je moguće? Pa kao da je čarobnjak Merlin čekao Latviju da postigne prvi gol za naš tim. Ovo mu je već 28. Taj protiv Latvije mu je bio 25. posle igrao za nas. Ajmo po drugi, ajmo, Ermin Bičakčić, odmah, 1:1, idemo u Brazil, Ermin Bičakčić, 3. meč za Zmajeve i prvi gol, bravo Ermin. Gol! Kajrović, pa rekoh ja, dobrodošao u pravu raju. 2:1. U pravu raju dobrodošao, Bosansku. U Brazilu smo, u Brazilu smo, u Brazilu smo. 2:1, 2:1 za Bosnu i Hercegovinu. Ma svi na ulice, ma svi na ulice. U celoj državi da ste izašli na ulice. Ovako se igra.
Well, it's just a question of holding their nerve now for Bosnia as they lead Group G on goal difference and Greece with 2 to go. All they've got to do is win both. Or at least match what the Greeks do, as Greece were meeting Slovakia, as we've just seen. Only Germany, with 28, had outscored Bosnia, who hit 25 along with England, and they were on form as well here tonight. Edin Dzeko with the opening goal. Didn't score in the last 2 internationals, but he had hit 5 in the previous 3 before that. It's not very often that he actually has a barren spell. Next up, it was Zmajevi who was on target. The 31-year-old who began his career with Bayern Munich over a decade ago. This year he's over in China and ending his career perhaps there. That is his 25th international goal. And next up on the 38th minute, a player who's bang in form this last year, Ibisevic. 19th international goal on his 50th cap here tonight. Great start to the season with VfB Stuttgart as well. He's got half a dozen goals there, including 1 hat-trick against Hoffenheim earlier in the month. And the goals, they were flying in here because it was only a minute later that Dzeko got his 32nd international goal. 4 goals inside 39 minutes, the job done. 29 goals now scored in the qualifying campaign. It was a bit more low-key in the second half, apart from one moment. It was this one, when Hassler would get a goal for Liechtenstein. He'd actually made a bit of a headline, getting himself sent off against the Greeks in September. The night's only high point then for Liechtenstein. Well, just the 1 game to go, and they've got to hold their nerve, Bosnia. They've got a huge goal difference advantage lead over Greece. The last thing they want, of course, is a potential playoff, as they, if you remember, drew the Portuguese.
So Greece's win meant Bosnia had to match them in Lithuania to qualify for their first World Cup finals. They'd been top of the section almost since qualifying started and could hardly bear to be knocked off the top in this final match. What really complicated Bosnia's progress was the home defeat to Slovakia last month. They are an attacking side, and certainly they will grace the World Cup finals and provide so much enjoyment and indeed attacking play when they're there. Pjanic early on, and then he was able to set up Edin Dzeko, who was off target. That's a rarity in this competition. 10 goals for Edin Dzeko in this group. Mindaugas Kalunas with the first Lithuanian attempt on goal. And then it was Pjanic, the set-piece specialist, on the half-hour mark, almost breaking the deadlock. This was a nervy night. Bisakic with the effort. Still no opening goal for Bosnia. That opportunity coming 3 minutes into the second half. Kudrilas, Alauskis with the save. All Bosnia here. Pjanic creating the chance from the right-hand side. Vicius only half away, and then Haris Medunjanin of Gaziantepspor with a half volley over the top. Lulic offside, no goal. That came in the 62nd minute, and they were beginning to panic at this stage. Deep into the second half, Bosnia couldn't find a route through, nor here when Pjanic and Dzeko worked the ball to Vedad Ibisevic. Fine save by Alauskis. But then, 2 minutes on, came the moments which sparked wild celebrations back home. Zmajevi for Edin Dzeko. Unmarked in the middle was Vedad Ibisevic of Stuttgart. 8th goal, no less, of the group for him. 1-0, and that was Bosnia's breakthrough. Lithuania with Kalonas getting the better of Emir Spahic. Ultimately, the shot saved by Begovic as Bosnia looked to cling on inside the last 5 minutes. To Lejovic, to Ibisevic, couldn't find that crucial second goal. There would be one more opportunity, and it came at the other end, into stoppages. Gratas Segedus with the effort, Begovic with the claim, and that was that. Bosnia-Herzegovina, which was granted independence from Yugoslavia in 1992, footballers provided rare joy after the country descended into nearly 4 years of war 2 decades ago, killing more than 100,000 people and leaving a legacy of poverty, high unemployment and never-ending political strife. 2014 will mark 20 years as a country in its own right for Bosnia-Herzegovina. They have qualified for the World Cup finals, and that after 2 near misses in the playoffs. So it is Bosnia who will be in Brazil. Look how tight it was at the top. Greece face the uncertainty of a 2-legged playoff next month.